And what makes me so mad is that there's other quarterbacks that go to Super Bowl. I'm like, how did the fuck they win? Matt Ryan went. Cam Newton went. Cam Newton went with a shittier team. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Like, how the fuck can you just do it? Why can't you do it? What's your excuse? Welcome back, guys. This is season 2, episode 4 of your favorite sports podcast, UndebatAbel. It's your boy, Matt.
It's Michael Abel.
And Kerry Wayne Abel Jr.
And you already know how it goes. You got Mike the Dyke who rides a bike on a hike, Kerry no Harry, and you got Matt going God mode with the fat chode. Let's get it rolling. Guys, what is the great topic for today for our cool viewers at home?
Michael Abel.
Oh, the episode of today's podcast is who has the biggest expectations to win the Super Bowl?
What did he say?
And guys, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Fucking.
Oh shit, Kerry. Oh my God, Kerry, what is the biggest?
All right. Well, now I gotta. Okay. I think I got this. I know everybody's going to say my pick is dumb, unrealistic, or it's just plain favoritism, as Michael would say. But what I will say to you, don't care.
Under that shit.
And Mike knows why. Because I'm throwing bombs and banging moms. Let's go! My pick is coming from the heart, and two things is a combo in one. The most pressure, I think this year, the team I'm picking, as you know it's going to be the New Orleans Saints.
What the fuck?
And pressured quarterback is going to be Jameis, stealing crab legs, eating Winston.
What the fuck?
Eating W's, baby. And I know it sounds crazy because everybody's like, the Saints aren't going to Super Bowl this year. Why is that even in the conversation?
Explain it, character. I want these viewers to know why you think the way you do, Baldy.
The reason why, first, I want to say about the New Orleans Saints, and y'all going to be like, Kerry, we hear the same stuff all the time. The Saints, this year, new coach, Sean Payton's out. They invested so much with the draft, the free agency, the talent they put around this team. They're at nose bridges, gaps. They're in striking distance of going to the NFC Championship game. It's the pieces, the depth that they added to this team. They're in win mode now. The missing link that they are missing is that quarterback. That's the risk they're taking on. Jameis Winston, they believe, is that guy. He had a mediocre career at Tampa. But the reason why the man had a mediocre career at Tampa, he didn't have an O-line. He was always sacked 40-something times. He had no defense. He had no weapons at first. When he got to weapons, that's when he was throwing 5,000 yards, but then he was always playing catch-up to, getting their ass whooped with Tampa. So for him to be that first-round pick out of Florida State, leaving, going to the Saints, having it passed on from Drew Brees to him, it's a lot of pressure because the New Orleans Saints have high expectations, whoever's in that progress. The man has changed. He went through that injury. 2021 with all the fucked up shit that could possibly happen to that man with the banged up O-line. Before he got hurt, the poo-ass wide receivers had the banged up running backs. We even had the hurt defense with no kicker. He still did good. He did way better with the Saints in those 7 games, touchdown to interception ratio, than he did at all with Buccaneers. The reason why I'm saying this year going to 2022 with him being so pressured is because if he sucks this year, then his career is pretty much going to be done because you have no excuses. You have everything you need in an organization to take it and win the Lombardi. You have an above-average defense. You have an arsenal of weapons around you on offense. You have an O-line that can block for you. You are not pressured. You have the physicalities. You have the traits of throwing deep bombs. You can be that guy. It's you right now. It's on the table. You to prove it. And I think with him having it passed on from Breeze, he's feeling the pressure not only from everybody, because everybody thinks of the whole 33 touchdowns to 30 interceptions, and that's all he's ever going to be. He's no good. He's average at best. When we're talking about pressure Super Bowl, the Saints team right now, take Jameis out of it, They're a Super Bowl contending team, healthy. They have depth. They have a bunch of great talents around them. They need a quarterback that can guide them. And healthy Jameis Winston last year before getting hurt, going into this year with all that like combined, I think they feel they're the underdogs, but they're going to be the surprise winners in my book of feeling the pressure going. Because if it doesn't work out, that means Jameis' career is going to pretty much be over, and the Saints making all those jumps and hurdles and stuff. It's like they gambled and they lost. I just think that I feel like they have the most pressure out of compared to everything else that's going on in the NFL. But that's just me.
All right, Kerry. I appreciate your stance.
Nobody cares about the Giants.
I appreciate everything you just said. I appreciate it. Guess what, Kerry?
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't give a fuck. 'Cause here's who I think is under the most pressure, and it's most of you fucking Green Bay, dumb, smelly fans. It's your back-to-back MVP, A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers. Let's keep it rolling.
Boo, you suck.
Aaron Rodgers, I think you're under the most pressure. And the reason being is, I'm going to just make it quick, simple, easy. You got back-to-back MVPs. You got an MVP before that. You went to the Super Bowl in 2011. Haven't done anything since.
Damn.
You can say, oh, well, Mike, Gary, he won divisions. I hope you'd win divisions against the shitty Bears, Detroit, and the Vikings, right? Oh, well, he's went to NFC championships. You've lost. Either you choked, your defense choked, your special teams choked. No matter what, you couldn't get the job done. You've been first seed multiple times. You know, and the only thing that keeps getting brought up about your career is that, oh, well, he's back-to-back MVPs, top 5, top 10 of all time, blah, blah, blah. But it's never Super Bowl. And I think you're good enough a quarterback to bring your team to a Super Bowl. If you brought that shitty 15, what was it? He brought like a shitty team. He went wild card or something.
Had a great
defense.
offense, no defense.
You went 15-1. Or even besides that, when you actually won the Super Bowl that year and you were like, you barely got into the playoffs and you won, beat everyone. Aaron Rodgers, there's no more excuses, bro. You need a win. You know, you lost the first round divisional round of playoffs against San Francisco last year. The Bucs the year before, which you could have easily came back. Your defense put you back in the game, and you didn't do anything to show for it. You lost twice to San Francisco. You lost to Eli. Holy shit, Eli. Seattle, Falcons. I can go on and on. Rodgers, when are you going to win it all? How come Brady can go to the Bucs one year and go to a Super Bowl? Why can't you just do something? Why do we have to poke you with a fucking stick? It's like once regular season comes, you're like MVP Rodgers. But once playoffs comes, you just fall apart.
Like the Cowboys.
Or your team falls apart. I'll give your team excuses, but Aaron Rodgers, you haven't went to the Super Bowl since 2011. That's over a decade ago. It's disappointing. You need to go. Like you just signed a max contract. You didn't want to go fucking play Jeopardy, so now you're doing this. You lost your best receiver, so you went to play with another quarterback.
I think he signed a 2-year deal, though.
Yeah, but he'd signed a big contract.
Well, yeah, big 2-year, but he's going to opt out probably second year if this year's ends.
I'm just saying, Rodgers, you need a win because all you're going to be known for is the guy who just wins MVPs and has nothing to show for it after. And it's just ass because I'm like, and what makes me so mad is that there's other quarterbacks that go to Super Bowl. I'm like, how did the fuck they win? Matt Ryan went. Cam Newton went. Cam Newton went with a shittier team. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Like, how the fuck can you just do it? Why can't you do it? What's your excuse? You can't blame your offense because you have the running backs. You had a receiver core. Your best receiver just left. You can't blame your defense because your defense got better dramatically from the past couple years than what you had it. The only thing you can blame is the special teams, but special team isn't your main focal point of the offense. It's you. It's you.
It was.
Because special teams had nothing to do with the Bucs when you lost against the Bucs, right? You just choked it away. Had nothing to do with San Francisco twice. Not last year, the year before.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. And, you just need to prove it. I want you to prove it to us that you're Aaron fucking Rodgers. Win a Super Bowl. Go to the Super Bowl. Because if you don't, everyone's just going to be like this. Oh, well, go play Jeopardy. So, win, bitch.
Today, Junior.
Wrong button.
Okay.
All right, Mike, what are you thinking?
Okay, guys. Let's think about the question.
Think about it.
Who's under? And I fucked up the title in the beginning of the video.
Yes, he
The
did.
title of this video is Who's Under the Most Pressure to Win the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Now let's think about it. What causes pressure, my fellow guys?
Standards, right?
Standards, right?
Yeah.
Expectations.
And how good your team is.
Yeah.
And how good a player you are.
And I'm going to tell you what the Caesars book, sports book,
Nobody gives a fuck what they
FanDuel,
say. That's all rigged.
the favorites to win the Super Bowl
Joe Burrow.
is the most complete team in the NFL.
Don't even say it.
Their starting quarterback,
He's saying Lamar Jackson.
is the betting favorite for MVP. It's Josh Allen, those Buffalo Bills.
Damn. I didn't want
is
to go with
why-
Captain Obvious.
This is why if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, I would consider the year a failure. Josh Allen has had all the improvements his team's been needing for him to succeed. They had a great offseason. They added pieces to the offensive line. They replaced Cole Beasley, who's their slot receiver. They replaced him with Jameis Crowder. That's a good pickup for them. They have a starting receiving core that's great. They have Stephon Diggs. You have Gabriel Davis, who's up and coming, who's really supposed to be great this year. Crowder. They picked up O.J. Howard. They already had one good tight end in Dawson Knox. Now they have another one, O.J. Howard. The only really big flaw in their team is their running game. And they just added James Cook through the draft.
And then you got James Cook, Devin Singletary, and I think you got Zach Moss, which that's
Their running game is terrible. And that was what holding the offense back because they had to throw so much because they couldn't run the ball. So you add him, the offense looks better, right? And then you look at the defense, what they're struggling with. They had cornerback depth issues. What did they do in the first round of their draft? They draft one of the best cornerbacks in the draft to be on the other side, Tre'Davious White. Their linebacker core, kind of shitwater, low-key.
No, but tell them they added. Remember they added.
Yeah, look who they added. Von Miller, right? The guy who was making a very good case for himself with the Rams and when they won the Super Bowl. He was a big part of that. So you fill in the holes you have. You have one of the best overall rosters. You add to the D-line, man. They got more people to have pressure, and they don't have that one guy. And that was the only thing with the Bills' defense last year was they never had that one guy who could pick up a lot of sacks. Their whole core was good. So to me, Josh Allen, you have no more excuses for yourself.
Yeah.
You're the betting favorite. You have the most expectations. There's no reason why y'all shouldn't win. Now, the AFC, did it get better? Yeah, it did. But you're a better overall team than a lot of the teams there. You really should go to the Super Bowl. And I can't wait to see what's in store for us.
See, I can agree with that, but the only reason why I would lean more towards Rodgers than them is because I think Rodgers in the easier conference, and he's already gotten so far many times. The only teams you really got to look out for in the NFC, I would be scared of. You could say maybe the Bucks, but the Bucks O-line's ass. And you still got Brady, but still, they're not as scary as I would think. Their defense isn't as good as it was a couple years ago. And then you got the Rams. I don't think anyone else really in the NFC that you look at and think, damn. I think Green Bay honestly could beat any team in the NFC. I think they can.
Aaron Rodgers
Not the
has
Saints.
no expectations. Fuck, he keeps saying that shit, man.
Well, they got their ass
This is
whooped,
the
dude.
truth. Nobody honestly expects the Packers to go to the
How?
Super Bowl.
How though? They were the
Because
first
they're
seed
not-
last
but
year.
they're not better.
How?
They didn't get better at all.
But that's what I'm saying.
Their
But when
team-
you have back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers, why can't you?
Because your team got worse.
But how-
I just want to say this. because you said the team got worse. It, yes, took a step back because you lost your number one dynamic wide receiver.
Yeah.
But the defense, they still beefed up. They keep beefing up the defense every year.
They do.
The O-line is better. Now, the receiving core dipped down a notch. Now, the four receivers that they have, you got old-ass Randall Cobb. You know he's like a Lance Moore of today's generation. You got Alan Lazard is another Lance Moore, somebody who is those
No, but
clutch
he's-
type of people.
yeah.
He's a little bit better, younger than we got
Yeah.
that. Sammy Watkins, like we just agreed, he ain't nothing special. He's going to play 2 games, be out the rest of the year. The guy that they drafted in the 3rd round, I believe his name is Christian. That dude is supposed to be something special.
Watson.
Christian
I think-
Watson?
Yeah.
That guy right there is supposed to be like the next like Jordy Nelson. I seen his highlights. So you got that with the running back duo you have. It's not like the Packers fell off the face of the earth. They
That's
took
what
a
I'm
step
saying.
back just that they lost
I know.
Devin. But think about it. When Drew Brees and Tom Brady, like, okay, let's take Tom Brady out of it. But we're talking about like Drew Brees and other great quarterbacks. When you don't have stellar wide receivers, but you're special enough to make something happen out of them. The people that they lost, like Geronimo and those other people, they weren't those people for Aaron Rodgers. I think the people on the roster now, it's not going to... He can take them to the NFC Championship.
That's what I'm saying.
He can win the division this year.
He's done
I don't
it.
think they are that bad off.
What I'm telling you is he's not going to the Super Bowl.
But
And if he does, it would be the biggest accomplishment of his career to even get there.
How?
And especially if he gets there, he's not winning that shit.
But you know what's crazy thing about it? Last year in the playoffs, if he beats San Francisco, what does he have to do? He had to go play either the Bucks or he has to play he has to play a shitty
And he
team.
wouldn't have-
He could have
He
beaten
wouldn't have
any.
beat- no, he
they
wouldn't
could have
have.
went last year.
No, he
Michael. They were Michael. You didn't even know. You said they were the best team last year over the Rams.
Packers were playing great football. They had a chance to beat the Rams because they beat them, I think, earlier on.
No, they
the
whooped their
season.
ass. That's what I'm
But
saying.
the point is, they didn't. And their defense, as every year it gets greater, and every year I feel confident with it. But this is the truth. And it's kind of similar to the Saints' defense, as unfortunate as it sounds. They choke when you need them.
Well, was
to
it the
do good.
defense or was it the special teams
Well,
that fucked
last
them?
year-
Usually it's
But
not
they still
special
played in
teams.
bad weather. They
last
still
year
played
it
in
was
bad
special
weather.
teams, but the year before with the Bucks, they choked like a big ass.
Yeah, they did.
They choked in the first half. They
Because
let
you
Brady
go
throw all
into the
over
game
them.
overconfident.
But
That's what
also
happened.
the second half, the defense
I know,
actually made
I
up
know,
for it, and
but-
then Aaron
I
Rodgers
know,
didn't do anything
But
for
the
it.
point is, there's been several times in his career where his defense wasn't enough.
Right.
I don't care about the defense anymore. I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is clutch. There's been moments in his career where there's other like parts of his team that fucked him.
Don't say he's not clutch. He's not clutch in the playoffs because a lot of people out there are going
clutch
to.
during the regular
Yeah, because
season.
he's not,
just-
especially against the
For
For
Bears.
some reason, he's got a mental block when it comes into playoffs, and I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. But you expect more if you're going to be MVP. You expect
But
more.
that's what I'm saying. If he literally, you can't keep bringing your team to the first seed and lose in first round. If he doesn't do anything this year, like if the Vikings
feel-
win, that's insane.
I feel very confident in saying that I would like literally bet everything I own that they're not going to the Super Bowl.
But Josh
Damn.
Allen,
I feel very
no. But what do you
confident.
think's easier?
I bet the Saints have a better chance than
No.
the
I
Packers.
I believe
Come on.
that the Saints
I think
have
they're
a better
better. They're
chance
more
than the
equipped than the
Packers.
Packers.
Can I tell you this?
are.
No.
Who has a better chance of making the Super Bowl? The Bills or Aaron Rodgers with the Green Bay? Think about what the Bills have to go through. The Chiefs,
doesn't matter.
Broncos,
Bills are the best team.
Chargers.
But-
like they have a harder
I
division
know, but
conference.
Just because you got a harder team you're playing against, they're built to compete against them.
Yeah.
That's what makes them
But I'm
special.
saying, I think
Look-
their road's going to be harder than Rodgers because he doesn't have good teams.
And back
They
to
don't have
Jameis
good teams.
boy.
Oh yeah, that was
sick.
a.
Look,
oh my
I just want
god.
to throw this out there.
So
I'm a
ass.
big Saints fan. I love the Saints.
I like the Saints
I'm
too.
who dat till I die. I bleed black and gold. All those things.
Fucking haters.
The issue is he can't be under the most pressure. He could be under the most pressure to like keep a starting job, but not to win a Super
That's
Bowl.
why I said in combination
Look,
with the Saints.
no one expects the Saints to go to the Super Bowl more or less win it. No, there's a lot of people who don't expect us to make the playoffs. There's no reason why anybody should have expectations for us. I think further down the year, people will. But right now they don't, and
But
that's
you-
okay.
I think I was going to playoffs or
this
something.
is my thing. I'll tell you this. You know why I'm saying it this year, and that's why I don't give a fuck what anybody else says, is because the same thing that happened to us in 2009. Nobody expected us to go to the Super Bowl. Nobody expected us to win the division. Nobody expected us in 2009 to go to the distance. That's what Drew Brees. You know why? Because we had wide receivers that nobody even fucking heard of in their lives. But you had somebody like Drew Brees. Nobody knew how special Drew Brees was. And I'm not comparing Drew Brees to Jameis saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying is right now we have a bunch of what ifs, but I feel like Jameis, with everything the New Orleans Saints organization did to put him in a winning format for the team, I think the team is going to be sleepers that's going to go to if they don't go to the Super Bowl, they're going to go to the NFC Championship game. I really
And
believe
look,
that.
There's a lot of other people. I feel bad. Justin Herbert. This is his chance.
He's got the pieces.
Joe Burrow
But the only reason why I
improved
didn't-
everything. I know you're gonna give him excuses. Let me hear him.
No, the only reason why I didn't say people like Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, I didn't say anyone from the AFC West because Any of those teams in the AFC West, I could see in the AFC Championship. That's why I think it's harder. Like, common sense, if the Chiefs don't go to Super Bowl, they're not going to be like, oh, do we expect you to go? They're going to say, no, your division is hard.
I'm going to ask
Everyone's
you something.
contenders.
Why didn't Joe Burrow win the Super Bowl?
You know why he didn't?
Why didn't he?
His O-line was ass.
No,
But he shouldn't have won.
really bad.
But
So it
y'all know
upgraded.
he shouldn't
So I'm
have been to that.
asking.
You
But
said
I'm
it, and
asking.
you
No.
said it, and you think about it.
No,
you
but
know
I'm-
the Bengals shouldn't
but
have
I'm
went to that
asking you,
Super
though,
Bowl.
But I'm asking you now. Doesn't that mean they should go back?
No, because the AFC's harder, and their team's not as good as the other teams.
Imagine you can say a team though. You can say the Bengals didn't deserve to go to Super Bowl. I didn't think honestly the Giants shouldn't have went to Super Bowl those 2 years.
But that's what
they
I'm
played
saying.
Good enough to do it.
But that's what I'm trying to explain. The reason why. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. The next year, the year after the Giants went to Super Bowl, no one said, "Oh, the Giants don't make it to Super Bowl this year. That's a disappointment." That's my point with Burrow. I don't think anyone's going to say that just because.
The Bengals have one of the better rosters in the league.
But
Yeah.
not
And
in
look,
the.
and Russell Wilson,
I would
man,
rather the.
he's a prime example,
But
too.
I would rather the Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, the Raiders, the Bills. All of them should make it
the
over them.
Broncos, everybody's been saying for the last decade, all they need is a quarterback
They
for them
do.
to be a Super
It's
Bowl
not up or shut up
contender.
now.
But it's their division. That's the problem.
So Russell Wilson, are you going to be that guy?
shit.
Giovanni
Wait,
Avila?
Russell Wilson just called me. He's saying he doesn't have his wide receivers that he did in the Seahawks, so it's not a better team. He said he's going
Damn.
to try to make what he has, but I mean, his wide
Does
receiver
that
level
mean
went down.
Matthews wrong from that last episode?
How? Russ, please win it so I can fuck them up.
They ain't winning that division.
Guys, I appreciate y'all. We appreciate you. Please like, comment, subscribe. I post TikToks weekly, monthly, and yearly. Funny content. Carrie, say it.
We record episodes and sometimes we don't air them.
Yeah, because sometimes we watch it like, damn, that shit's ass.
The issue is we're so fucking large that like we look at the camera and like we're covering the whole screen and shit. It's fucking strange.
But I'm just saying we appreciate everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe on our TikToks, Instagram, Facebook, your granny's Facebook, everything. We try to post funny content, good content, sport takes. You already know.
Matthew, aren't you giving a giveaway?
Okay,
What
y'all,
the
this
hell?
is a
Matthew
secret
has a-
giveaway. Okay, the giveaway is going to be right here. For our 100 TikTok subscriber, you will get not a 5, not a 10, not a 20, not a 25, not a 30 gift card. For Chick-fil-A, you will be getting a $7.50 gift card. It was a $10 gift card, but I used $2.50 only for a cookie. Happy birthday. Thank you for 100 subscriber. We appreciate you, y'all. You got anything else to say?
And
No,
we're going to
sir.
respond to the comments in the previous videos. We don't want you to think that we're not reading them and seeing
already liked them and replied.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Please like, comment, subscribe. Or
We're coming!
Yeah,
Now,
we're
y'all,
coming.
September, get ready. I know Matthew keeps saying the same thing over again. Like, subscribe, share. We love you guys. Thanks for making that. Like, all I'm saying is prepare people, fans, September. It's going down.
We got new segments, new everything. Fuck it all.
and
We're
then
gonna
we're
have new
getting
guests.
our guests.
Boats and
Y'all will
hoes.
be coming in. We'll be making calls. If you want to be on the episode or whatever, once a week or whatever the case is, put in the comments. We'll text everybody. We're going to get everybody involved. This year is going to be a special year. We're looking forward to it.
And also, we're going to try to start doing every comment that we see. If it's like nice enough, we will say it on the episode. So you'll be on our episode and you'll be viewed by not 10, not 20, not 30, not 1,000, but 13 viewers. Let's go. Let's get it rolling.
Till next time, peeps.
Best in the world.
Fat Man with the Fat Show.
Jameis Winston, Super Bowl